Hey guys, here with another Aderonn Airsoft review. Today we're reviewing the Echo 1 Scar L. Now this one is obviously black. They also come in tan, but one of the problems with this is they're no longer sold brand new by any retail stores, or they shouldn't be. FN, the manufacturer of the real Scar, is kind of lawsuit happy right now, and so pretty much any company, retailer who tries to sell these brand new can be hit with a fine of some sort. I'm not an expert on all the lawsuits and whatnot, but you can't really buy these brand new anymore simply because of the trades. So this Echo 1 does have trades. I'll show them. They're right there where my thumb is. A little bit more complete in a second. They're also right there. But this gun, let me tell you how I got this, because you can still buy them used from other people on forums and whatnot. But a lot of you know that I'm doing a sort of mystery box project where I'm going to buy a mystery box and then review the product that I get, the gun, and then sell it between what I paid for it and what it is worth brand new. So in the first mystery box I got the S&T TAR 21. I traded that gun for this gun, and I already have a friend lined up who he's new to Airsoft and he's getting into it and he wanted something similar to this. So I got this for him through the trade and I'm selling this to him. So I figured since I had it, the whole point is to review it, so here we go. There were some internal problems with it, so actually before we go into that, here's a link to the guy who I traded with. There were some internal problems with it. The spring was damaged, so it wasn't shooting its full 400 FPS like it should brand new, and so I'm not going to be doing a shooting test simply because I don't want to review and do a shooting test on a gun that's not performing as it should be. So I will do this review, but I'm not doing a shooting test, a chrono test, and all that, because it would kind of completely be false. And I don't want to lie to you guys about that. So here we have the gun. You can get them, they were selling for around $230 as far as I know when they were still available brand new. Now with the whole Echo 1 and rebranding stuff, I'm not too sure on if this is exactly like the D-Boys or if it's just very similar. I know I have taken it apart. The gearbox has the Echo 1 logo on it, and some of the parts might be different inside. But as far as what I'm going to review today, any information in this can be transferred to the D-Boys Scar as well, as far as externals and whatnot. So the gun shoots about 400 feet per second brand new, or if it's in its original condition. So now to the review. Alright guys, so here we have the gun. As you can see, slightly different review style. Normally I don't have myself in this main part of the review, but please tell me what you think of this, and if I should continue it for future reviews or if you just want to go back to the old style. So let's start out with this, the magazine. Pretty much just a standard 300 round high cap, nothing special. Moving on, we'll start with the front. You have this pretty ugly orange flash hider. It's a cheap plastic flash hider. You can take it off. I'm not sure how difficult it is to take off since the previous owner had already done so. Moving on, it has this metal outer barrel, but this is actually removable, which is a really nice feature. The flash hider is removable, but you do also have this barrel extension, which is removable as well. So if you want to go with a CQB length gun, you can easily do that and take a couple inches off the barrel. This pretty much differentiates it between having a shorter CQB length 300 millimeter inner barrel to the 363 full length M4 length inner barrel. So definitely an option, and you can always use this on a different gun. Say you have some other gun with threads, 14 millimeter negative threads, you could put this on there as well for a barrel extension. This has the regular threads, so then you could put a silencer on this or whatever you wanted. Here you have your standard Scar style flip up front sight. It does have a adjustable post on the inside, so you can easily adjust it for windage. It has this really nice full rail on the top, and then it has a rail on both sides, one right there and one on the other side, and then a rail on the bottom. The one on the top is marked with the numbers, as you can see in the sub window right there. There are on the front there are sling mounts, one on each side. This gun is really not really, but moderately ambidextrous. The selector switch back here is the mag release can be. It's not completely the same on both sides, but I'll show you that in a second. Rails are metal. The receiver itself is a really tough plastic or nylon fiber or polymer of some sort. It's not metal, but it's really thick and durable. I had to stare at it for a while to make sure it wasn't metal before I said anything, but yeah, it is a really nice material, but it is reinforced with this metal rail, which is really nice. I don't think you'll have any problems with this breaking at all. Moving on, you do have, well, actually we'll go to the trades right here. You have your nice trademarks right here with the Echo 1 on it, and this is pretty much where Echo 1 got in trouble with FN for the trades. The D-Boys does not have these trades, so they're still for sale from most retailers. Moving on, we'll talk about the safety. Actually, we'll talk about the mag release. Now, as you can see on the other side, it has your standard M4 style mag release, which is, I mean, as with any M4, just simply hit the button and the magazine comes out. There is very little mag wobble side to side with this gun. Push the magazine release, the magazine doesn't fall out, it actually has to be pulled out. But that's not a big deal, it's actually kind of nice because there's no side to side wobble. But on the other side, you will notice that right here, you can push that button to release the mag as well. So I don't know if this was planned as an ambidextrous feature, but it still is a functioning mag release, which is nice for any left-handed players. You do have your selector switch. As you can see, I'm moving it from the other side. It is on both sides. I'm not a huge fan of this selector switch, being that like on the M4 it goes completely around, whereas this one, it doesn't move quite as much. It does have a satisfying click, which is very nice, but the problem is sometimes in full it's hard to switch it back to semi or safe. You kind of have to move your hand off the grip to then move it. You can probably use your trigger finger to fix that, but it's not as nice in my opinion as an M4 style selector switch. In that position I would have just gone with the M4. But sticking true to the real model, moving up to the top, you do have your flip up rear sight. This is removable. There's a hex key or an Allen key, whatever it is, or screw that you can take off this rear sight so that you can put on an optic instead. Although since it is a flip up or flip down sight, you can just put your optic on and flip this down to get it out of the way, and if your optic for some reason fails, you can easily flip that and that up and you have functioning iron sights. It is adjustable for windage and elevation, which is quite nice. Moving on to the stock itself, the battery compartment is held in the stock. Right here you have a cheek riser with two positions. Here's the first position all the way down. Push the button in right there to move it up a little bit. Locks into place, so that raises it a little bit, so if your optic is a little bit higher up on the rail system, you can easily move your cheek up to line your eye up with the sight. And then to access your battery compartment, hit the button once more and pull it all the way up, and that reveals your battery compartment. Now the battery space is a little bit limited. You can fit an 8.4 volt little stick type or block type, not stick type, in this without any problems. 9.6 volts nunchucks do have a little bit of trouble fitting in here. I was able to fit my 7.4 volt LiPo 2200 milliamp hour battery in here with a little bit of work. One thing that I have noticed that really helps with placing a larger battery into the stock is the adjustable length of the stock. You can easily hit this button right here to pull the stock out. There are 3 different lengths of the stock. Here's obviously the longest one. Then you have the second longest, the third. So actually there are 4, my bad. And then all the way in. The stock is foldable, which is really nice. Just hit this big button right here. It folds to the side. It does expose your wires, which my wires, since this is used, are kind of shredded. The heat shrink on the wires are a little bit shredded. And then on this side, you can lock the stock in place. So you pretty much have a very small CQB weapon right here. One thing I've noticed is that the stock does seem to get a little bit in the way of right-handed shooters. It just pushes a bit against the top of your hand and can be annoying, but it's no big deal. You'll get over it. To pull the stock back out, simply pull down on it, and it pulls back out. What's happening is just it's locking into this little piece right here. So when you fold it in, push down a little bit, it locks in, and then you can easily pull the stock out. So I do like the stock. I don't like that the battery is housed in there and that there's so little room. Maybe if you could completely pull the cheek rest off easily, that would be nice to fit the battery in. But it's not that bad. If you have a really small 7.4 volt LiPo, you can easily fit that in here. And you do have your, forgot to mention, your fake bolt that you can pull back, and then that exposes the hop up. It is a wheel style hop up, and it's spring loaded to return the bolt to the front position. That's pretty much the gun. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. If you do have any questions at all about this gun, let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to you and give you any information that you might need. I cannot really recommend a great place to buy these Echo 1 scars, since it has to be purchased on forums from people who already own it, since they don't sell them brand new anymore. But I will put a link below to a D-Boy scar if you are interested in that. So thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. See you guys later.